Hello, welcome to Cath's Catch-Up Corner, episode number 7. On a windy, wet day, we've moved our corner up to the clubhouse and welcoming Rob Tanner today. Hello, Rob.
Hi, Cath. How are you going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, very well, thanks.
Thanks for making the time to talk to me today. I understand you can't go out on your boat.
No, certainly not. I was up in the yard. I was hoping to go back in the water this morning, but the weather doesn't suit that.
Oh, very good. So, with all the sailing that you've done, how long have you been a member for at the club?
We joined here in 1977.
Yes.
In the 1970s, Sue and I moved to Hobart for a few years as a work transfer, and we bought our first boat. In fact, our first two boats while we lived in Hobart.
Yes.
Moved back, got transferred back here in 1977. We brought our boat back to Williamstown, and I arranged a mooring with Mrs. Oliver down at what's now Anchorage Marina.
Yeah.
And once it was settled down there, I walked along the strand until I found a yacht club, and here was Hobson's Bay. So I walked into the yard, and there was a fellow there playing around with his boat, and I said, "How do I join?" And that was Frank Robinson, whose name is on the Wednesday Night Twilight Series trophy.
Oh, very good.
So he took me into the clubhouse and found me a form and filled it out and signed as a nomination.
Yeah.
And we went on from there. So
true.
what's that, 44 years ago? Yeah.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
And so you and your wife both joined as well?
Well, Sue couldn't join as a full member there. She joined as, I think it was an associate, they called it then.
Okay.
For wives and girlfriends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but she's been a full member for we've been family members for a long time.
Yeah, terrific. Yeah. And so you joined because you're into sailing and so what are your memories about that you'd like to share?
When we sailed for a few years in Hobart, as I said, and we got very keen on cruising when we didn't do any racing at all. But when we came back to Port Phillip, there really wasn't anywhere much to cruise.
Yes.
So we took up racing with cruised for a year or so. I went down to Wilson's Prom. Then my wife got pregnant, and so when our daughter Sally was born, we sold that boat and went without a boat for a couple of years. And we both sailed with other people for a couple of years until we bought another new boat in 1981. That was Bianca, a Cavalier 32.
Yes.
Which we kept for about 17 years. Which was good.
Terrific.
Yeah. And because there wasn't much cruising in Port Phillip, once we bought Bianca, and I was sailing with other people as well, we started doing quite a lot of racing.
Yes, and you've mentioned the Twilight series?
Yeah, but we started Twilight racing in Bianca in probably 1982, and I don't think we ever missed a series with that until we sold it in 97 and bought another boat, Snowbird, a Cavalier 37.
Yes.
And I think I ended up all together doing 34 consecutive years of Twilight races here, so it was really good. I always enjoyed Twilight races here.
Yes. Oh, sounds like
it's all good fun.
Very good fun.
For us. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But we've had boats, as I said, we've had boats continually since, except for the 2 years when Sally was born.
Yes.
For over 40 years.
Yeah. Well, that's terrific, Rob. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And would you like to nominate someone for our next catch-up?
I think Bill Fiora would be a good man to do it.
Okay,
He's
Bill.
been around for a while.
All right. Well, we'll get in touch with Bill. And thanks again for making the time to chat to me today.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Rob.
See you later.